The truth is, you are our partners. We wanted to kind of introduce you to our whole business development team. We are all here, our business development leadership team, and kind of give you an idea of the landscape, the future for 2025, our strategic initiatives, and to really welcome you. And at the end, if you want to set up an individual meeting with Village Care, that we can set that up today as well with the team. So I am Vanessa Fernandez. I'm the Senior Vice President of Operations and Business Development for Village Care Max. I have been with Village Care for 12 and a half years with different roles, and now as operations and business development. And this is my great, strong business development team that without them representing and working with each and every one of you, we could not be in the position we are today. So I'm going to start introducing.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Freddie?
My name is Freddy Santos. I am the Director of Business Development for Village Care Max. I've been with Village for about 9 years now. It's been amazing. I've been able to meet a lot of you, become really good friends, and so on. So I really hope you have some good questions. And thank you for having us, and thank you for attending this seminar.
Good afternoon. My name is Sherry Dong. I'm the AVP of Business Development. I'm mainly responsible for overseeing all line of business for Village Care Max aging team. I'm very honored to be part of it today and with everyone. I had an opportunity to meeting with some of our old folks, when old guys we met, and then also meeting the new friends. I hope everyone enjoyed today's show and all the events, enjoyed the lunch, and we are here to hear all your feedbacks and answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Stas Maskin. I'm AVP of Medicare Sales and Business Development. Great to be here. Looking forward to see if you have any questions to go over. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marcelo Bernal. I'm the Assistant Director for Business Development. Been with the company for about 8 years. I work directly with the account manager that visits your accounts on a weekly basis, is sharing information with your offices and your staff. So I'm looking forward to see if you guys have any other questions. Looking forward to hearing some good feedback. Let's get started.
Wait, I just want to say something real quick. Marcelo and I did not plan matching suits. Just if you guys are thinking that, no, it did not happen, all right?
Well, we wanted to start also by saying on a monthly basis, Village Care as a plan, we try to, we're running to check what is our marketplace analysis and where do we stand. So I just wanted to share with you today that as of June, we acquired ArchCare. I don't know if many of you may know that we acquired ArchCare, and as of our June enrollment, we are the third largest MLTC plan in New York State, and we are the fourth largest MAP plan in New York State. I always have a disclaimer. Thank you. We were the second largest MAP plan, and we stopped a little bit, as you know, as plans, as providers, you need to kind of see the landscape, and we lost momentum for a little bit, but we are focused this year to continue to grow on our MLTC side, but really focused in growing in our dual Medicare products. And that's why this team is here today. We feel it's important that we work with our providers and educate you on the complexities of a MAP product. We understand it's not as an easy enrollment, and we feel that Village Care as a whole, I'll tell you, we've spent some time educating our care managers and our own staff about MAP, because even though we're a plan, not everyone is involved in the day-to-day and what it takes to enroll a MAP plan, a member into a MAP plan and keep them enrolled. I'm saying our enrollments, but I also want to discuss a little bit our retention rate, because that also will help you as a provider understand what Village Care does once your member comes to Village Care. On our MLTC side, our disenrollment rate is under 2.3%, as well as our MAP plan is under 2.3%. Our members, once they enroll, they really do not leave our plan because we work with our care managers, we work with our teams to improve the customer experience. We're not a perfect plan. We're not saying if you call us, we can address all your issues immediately, but that's why we're here today. We want to offer not only the best member experience to our members, but as well to our providers. To us, that's what's going to make us different to our competitors. The reality is we offer the same product, just a little differently, but what you will find with Village Care is also the longevity of the team that is here, and that you can pick up the phone. And I know that there's many of you that's reached out to this whole team, and we can resolve maybe not your issue in that same instance, but we're going to direct you to the right appropriate person to do so. So we also want to discuss, how we can meet with your teams. If you want to do lunch and learns, and as well as what we've done with our teams is educate them on MAP, and the future is MAP. The state really is looking to move more members into an integrated product. And that's what we want to do and focus this year is educate our providers, educate as well as our members. We have close to 30,000 members in our MLTC product. In all of our Medicare products, we have close to over 5,000 members and growing, but we need to educate each other. Right? So that's what we wanted to discuss a little bit about today. If you have any questions, I'm sure you all know about MAP. I will pass it on also for Sherry and Stas. We think for 2025, our products are going to be pretty competitive. Right? We've expanded to Staten Island and Westchester and Putnam. We are providing services in MAP only in Nassau County. There's a moment, I mess this word up all the time. You can help. I can't even say the word. On the Momator, I can't say it. I just can't say it. I can't say it. I just can't. Right? On MLTCs, and that is the reason why we haven't expanded to Nassau. But we are a MAP product in Nassau County as well. So I want to share it with Stas and Sherry to speak a little bit about our MAP product as well.
Yeah, just to echo what Vanessa mentioned, next year is going to be Medicare, our Medicare plans, MAP plan, Disney plan, that's going to be our priority, and we're very excited about the fact that our plan benefit design looks fantastic. I mean, after October 1st, we'll be able to talk to you specifically about each benefit feature, but in general, we're looking to enhance our OTC benefit. I mean, right now, we're the only plan which offers OTC rollover from 1 month to month. So, as I said, we're looking to enhance the benefits both on the MAP side and the dual side. Also, another great feature that we're very excited about is the fact that as of this AEP, we'll start working with our broker channel. So Medicare brokers, independent brokers will be able to sell our Village Care products. So we're hoping that this is going to be a significant help to the way we grow. So looking forward to make connections during today's event, and looking forward to have individual meetings with each agency to go over our benefits, to go over the ways how we can grow together and how we can work together. So thank you.
Thank you, Stas.
Yeah. So when we talk about MAP, I'm sure that as a providers, most of them coming from Lexus, right? When we talk about MAP, maybe you were jumping up questions. When we do MAP, what's going to be different? Would that be, impact to my current MLTCs, right? To me, I've been working for MLTC. I'm also working for MAP for, overall 10 years. The reason, one of the successful reasons we can grow our MAP member is that, we are not only maintaining all the medical services that you provide to those MLTC members, right? Once we integrate them and to providing our Medicare benefits, those members become more loyal to you. They will not, moving around a little bit. Why? Because they have a stable home care hours, right? They have all the services, same care management, right? They also receive very competitive Medicare benefits. Why they want to move, right? They will not move. As a provider, as agencies, right, what you want to do is that you can remain the members loyal to you. That's one question probably come up to your mind. Second question is that how easy to make that happen, right? To us, our job is to make everything easy to you, right? If you have MLTC members, then you identify they have a dual, they basically already qualify for the MAP. So all the work we need to do is you introduce and give the opportunity to those members to say, hey, hear out the MAP plan from Village Care Max. And the rest of the work we do. So we work with your coordinators, we work with your intakes, we work with your staff to make this MAP enrollments happens. So to you, there's no extra work. All you need to do is that when the potential member or member come to you, say, hey, why you refer me or why you want me to hear about the Village Care Max, the MAP plan, you can say it's good for you. Why? Because you can receive Medicare benefits and you can receive a more comprehensive care and you have a better company to provide you all the MAP services and you have a strong MAP staff team work with you. We have a holistic team to take care of you. So to you, to agency like you, I think it's no extra work. It's no headaches. It's only loyalty, and it's a coordination work with us. So I think the success is that you have to make yourself like a MAP plan first. If you like it, then you can talk to your staff. Your staff like it, then can introduce to your MAP. We are here to do all the work and to make this happen.
Well, we're actually willing to come and work with you to educate your teams on the MAP products. So, Freddie and Marcelo, I don't know if there's any questions or we were thinking we would get questions beforehand, so we would be prepared to answer those questions. Did we get any questions? No, it's okay. We just wanted to discuss. If we can answer the question, we will answer it. Should we give? Yeah. Okay.
Will you be training the intake team on how to do the MAP referral? Will it be the same, or will the intake team then?
If you have a MAP referral, you should send it to Village Care as your normal process. We are training our team and creating intake MAP teams from nurses, QA managers, intake, all one team to follow the case all the way through.
And just to add on to that, and if you have any questions, just reach out to your account manager on the MLTC side. They should be able to guide you as much as possible. I know that some of our accounts are doing lunch and learns, which we will also bring a benefit advisor to explain the benefits to your intake staff, right? That way, if a patient calls the LICSA and they have certain questions or complaining about their plan, your staff is well educated about Village Care, and they should be able to either transfer or submit the referral to us.
And in addition that, for a MAP plan, we normally will have a licensed benefits advisor. We'll, working with MLTC account manager together. So we will have a, extra staff to work with you. We can very open-minded and sitting in your office, spend a half a day, if you don't mind, this is too bothering. And, we'd be happy to visit you weekly, as needed. and work with your staff. There is no extra step for your side, but you gain a more account manager.
I think there's one question. So sure, the acquisition happened in June. Our acquisition was, I remember these numbers by heart, 5,400 members that we acquisitioned from Arched Care. Some of the members since June either unfortunately have expired or disenrolled, and the lock-in period will finish after this month. We have reassessed almost every single Arch Care member. As of this week, we have 500 members left to reassess. So the team has been working very hard to make sure all of the care plans were completed. Most of the care managers and staff came over from Arch Care into the Village Care family. So far as all transitions, right, you may have a couple of hiccups, but overall it has been a smooth transition. What we hear from our members and from the staff that we actually brought over, their experience has been very positive. Any questions, any hiccups anyone has felt that they've had with Arch Care? There's a number of providers that worked with us before, but there's a lot of new providers that came into the Village Care panel. Is there any questions, or are you guys going to make this very easy for us? So, I mean, we'll take your information. It is our provider relations network. I will share with you, right, we've had changes in leadership also at Village Care. I will tell you our whole provider relations department is being revamped. We can't announce, but you will soon hear the leaders that will be coming onto our provider relations department that will really help us address any issues or concerns and really position us on the provider network, not only on the MLTC. I think on the MLTC and MAP-LICSA contracts, this team has it together. Really, they've built strong relationships with each and every one of you, but on our other relationships and hospitals and doctors networks, we are working on that, and soon to come, we can't share yet, but in another week or so, you will hear the individuals that are in our provider relations department. But before we leave, we'll take your information to make sure someone reaches back to you. So perfect. You know, even myself overseeing the business development side, right? You walk into meetings and this team can share with you. I'm like, you know, my BD team is saying our network looks good. Like, it looks good, but it's not that great. We just did an analysis, and the reality is, you know, there are a couple of one or two major hospitals that are missing in our network, but we already have set dates and meetings with these major hospitals to bring them into our network. We are looking at our network compared to the bigger plans, and the reality is we're checking to see where the gap is. We are not leaving any referral, though, on the table. If you have referrals and we don't have the PCP or specialist in the network, our business development team is working very closely with our provider relations department to be able to either do agreements with those PCPs or specialists and bring them on. So don't hesitate on submitting a referral based on the network, because that physician or specialist may be in the credentialing process, or it may be someone that we can send provider relations out to build and bring them in. If you also, as our partners, have relationships with some of these physicians, please reach out to us as well and we'll expedite them. Hopefully I was able to answer your question. So we have we credential monthly, but it could take up to 90 days to bring in a PCP. But like I said, we're not going to leave a member, right, or an enrollment on the table because of that PCP. We are willing to do single case agreements to bring them on. Right. So these are all things that you. Thank you, Stas.
Yeah, just in addition to what Vanessa mentioned, there are several hospitals we're having negotiations with. Also, there are several key IPAs that we're, as of now we're missing, but we're having discussions with them, and looks like we'll be able to bring aboard, the final missing pieces very, very shortly. So I think we're looking forward to, have announcements for you that, all the major IPAs are part of our network. So it looks like it's coming. So. I'm sorry? Right.
Yes.
And just like, a lot of times those PCPs, providers who are not in network, they're part of those bigger IPAs, so we'll bring them as a group, so that the process should be much quicker than 90 days. So.
So, I mean, you can submit those nominations. We can review those nominations. If there's any providers that are associated with your membership that will make it easier for you to be able to enroll those members in our MAP product, we will work with you as well. I'm not saying that we can promise everything. I'm not promising that every provider we can bring in network, but we are expanding our provider relations department because we know it is key to the success of the growth of our MAP product. Any other questions? Wow, this is really easy. Yes.
Have somebody on the line that's interested in considering village care, when we get a warm transfer, when we get a live body.
Absolutely.
I will say as a provider, that's been not a challenge for village care, but that's been a challenge.
Absolutely.
But then we have somebody on the line who's struggling.
So
Yeah,
I don't know if all
we-
of our
we
providers.
we do have a direct number to our intake department, which you should have. Someone should be able to pick up the phone number. Sometimes it is a hotline, which a lot of vendors do call. But normally, if someone's not picking up, the call will keep bouncing until someone picks up. And if they're not picking up, most likely they're either with a vendor or they are with a patient on the phone. If not, just shoot me an email, Marcelo, you share your stats an email. We make sure to have someone call your agency right away.
And we are monitoring those stats daily, weekly, to make sure that we have enough staff and at the different times of those calls to be able to address the member issue, but you as a provider as well.
And it's open 8 to 8.
Yeah.
All right. And on weekends, Saturdays, right?
Yes, yes. You can ask hard questions. It's fine, right? I may be able to answer them. It is not the same, right? But I think different plans, right? It could be really based on your system. You do have an additional 5 days, but in reality, it's not really 5 days, right? It's really 3 days, right? Because you need time for processing. So everyone believes it's 5 days, but it's really not 5 days.
Yeah, but don't hesitate at sending in any last-minute cases. We will evaluate whatever we can. If we have a staff can, assess the members quickly, and return the document quickly, we will do our best to push in the cases. A lot of times that miracle happens, right? The last minute and the enrollment happen. Another thing, I'm glad that you bring up this question that leading to another question is that another benefits to submitting the MAP referral is that MLTC has a lock-in period, but MAP doesn't. MAP does not have a lock-in period. So if you ever have potential members, then they cannot transfer to your agencies because the lock-in period, send them to MAP, then you can have them.
But Village Care Map, just making sure. Village Care Map. I got a little nervous with Sherry saying Village Care Map. No, just kidding.
And by the way, there's a continuous selection period for MAP plan for next year. So as you know, this year, not every month you could enroll MAP, but next year, every month you can switch someone into a MAP plan. So.
Any other questions?
What are you doing around quality? So what can we expect with providers, or what do you expect from us as providers when we enroll our quality?
Well, I'm glad you brought up that question. I mean, quality on your CAP survey and your HAAS surveys, we need on the Medicare side, right, to educate our providers not only on MAP, but the importance of the CAP survey. The CAP surveys go out and plans are evaluated. And they're not evaluated, not even on the direct care that we perform. It's based on 54 questions that are asked to members. I don't know, if you call me and ask me 54 questions, I'm not answering a survey. If you ask me 5, that's already too much, right? And how do we expect this elderly population to be able to respond? So we will be working with our providers to really educate them on the CAP survey as a plan. We cannot intervene and help them, but the caregiver and your aides can help the member fill out those CAP surveys. So we are working on really looking at what are those key questions. We do internal surveys constantly to evaluate how our members feel about Village Care. So we will be setting up meetings with our quality department to educate our LICSA providers. This year, our business development team started working with you, our providers, also on educating on the CAP survey, on the importance of filling out the CAP survey. So even us as a plan, we wished all of our Medicare members would submit and fill out the survey. Not all of them do. And the ones that are usually filling out the survey are people who are dissatisfied because something happened. If something is perfect, do you really fill out the survey? No. It's when something went wrong. So we will be providing education, and thank you for that, because Village Care hosts quarterly town halls also. And the reality is sometimes we struggle in figuring out, is this town hall worth it? Like, what are the questions? What do you want to hear about? What do we discuss? We don't want it just to be us feeding out information. And I think it would be valuable to hear back from you. What do you want to hear from us? Is it quality? Is it more education? Is it MAP? These are the things we think, but we want to hear from you. What do you need from us in order for you to be successful? It's not just, okay, referrals, enrollments, and growth. How do we grow together on a quality perspective, right? And on the retention and the member experience. And just so you know, on the CAP survey, the member experience, believe it or not, has the highest weight, even more than the clinical interventions, unfortunately. The experience of that member, seeing their doctor, getting access to service with you as LICSA providers, and the retention that they spend with the plan, not complaining, and their grievances holds a lot of weight. Any other questions? Yes?
I know some MLCs are in contact with UKG Exchange, so if you're to submit authorization and then we would like to.
So we are having conversations. We have, again, meetings scheduled. So meeting scheduled is positive that we're moving in the right direction. Any other questions? Freddie, you want to say something? No?
No, any other questions? This was too easy. I was a little bit scared, but never mind.
No, this is fine. I was a little nervous,
I
right?
think everyone's waiting
So-
for happy hour. So.
Well, no, and thank you, everyone. We were, when they asked us to come back, we really didn't have a set agenda because we didn't know what were the questions, the landscape with the FIs. I was like, I don't know. On my way here, I was like, should I really show up? Like, should I really go? But no, you are partners. We have ongoing conversations with your account managers, and we've been meeting with several of you. If we haven't met, we would like the opportunity to discuss the future and how do we continue to build our relationship. Like I said, it's not just about enrollments, referrals. It's about the quality. It's how do we improve our partnership, and we want to hear from you. What can we do better? Because if you don't tell us what we can do, we don't know that as a plan we are not either communicating timely, and we don't know what to improve. The things that we've done on our intake side, on our business development side, and our operations side, for those of you who have been partners with us for years, we've changed and made adjustments based on your recommendations.
So it's very important when provider relations reach out to you guys and say, hey, we're having a town hall. Do you have any questions? Just think for a second. Think about all the complaints. Think about all the issues that have been happening, right? Because like Vanessa said earlier, not every plan is perfect, right? No one is perfect. But if we hear from you guys and there's certain errors that we might fix or even make it better and easier for you guys, that will help us out a lot. So answer those emails when provider relations reach out to you for our town halls. Thank you.
Well, if you, oh, you do have a question, yes. So we can discuss contracts, right? And
Yeah, we
after
could
with
discuss
the
that
team?
offline in regards to the contracts and stuff like that. But hey, check your your contracts. If you don't have a MAP contract, make sure to reach out to us.
yes. Hi, how are you? Sure. I mean, we're obviously contracted with some of the ones that were granted. I think it's very new. We are having discussions again on what that would look like, right? Working with those partnerships. But right now, I can't give you exactly, I don't think anyone or other plans may know, but what we are doing right now is having those initial conversations. We're excited about it because it offers more services to our members, right? That we can work within our provider network. Okay, well, thank you. Everyone have a great afternoon. We will be around if you have any questions. And like we said, if you want to set up an individualized meeting with the team, we can do that as well. So thank you.